So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Fresh kicks, spring tops, new dresses. There's always a score.
I mean, the denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses. I always find something amazing.
Head to your Nordstrom Rack store to find can't-miss deals on all the spring things. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
Hi, I'm Sam Payne, host of the Appleseed Podcast. This season, imagine this: a crackling fire, a mug of cocoa, and family gathered around a great story. All you need is the fire and the cocoa. We'll take care of the stories. Join us in every episode of the Appleseed Podcast for folk tales, fairy tales, family stories, tall tales, and more, shared by some of the country's most beloved storytellers, and just right for gathering around. Make it a Christmas season to remember with the Appleseed Podcast. Find the Appleseed wherever you get your podcasts.
The Library of Lost Time is a strong sense of place production.
Coming up, a lighthearted story set in an Italian village.
I've got an art heist that comes with a side of justice.
Plus, our distraction of the week. I'm Mel.
I'm Dave. This is the Library of Lost Time.
This week, I'm looking forward to The Patron Saint of Second Chances by Christine Simon.
What a great title.
I would definitely light a candle to that saint.
Yeah.
This debut novel is set in an Italian village, and it sounds like a perfect feel-good read for spring. When the town's mayor needs a lot of money to repair the municipal water pipes, he starts a rumor that a famous actor is making his new movie in their village. Soon, this fake movie has turned into a real movie, and all the quirky residents of the town are involved. Author Christine Simon describes her Italian family as very large and very loud. I can relate. Publishers Weekly gave this novel a starred review and described it as sparkling and hilarious. That's The Patron Saint of Second Chances by Christine Simon.
My book is Portrait of a Thief by Grace D. Lee. This story is a fast-paced, globe-trotting art heist. It starts when a Harvard student sees 23 priceless works of Chinese art stolen from one of the campus galleries.
That would be pretty upsetting.
Yeah. It turns out the thieves are a group dedicated to returning art to the nations of origin.
That is a good reason to steal some art.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Our hero is then asked to join the gang.
Dream come true.
How do you say no to that? This book sounds like a crime story, but the author also has things to say about colonialism, artistic heritage, and the complexities of being a Chinese American. The early reviews have been great. It just came out on the 5th. That's Portrait of a Thief by Grace D. Lee. And now, our distraction of the week.
The artist Edward Gorey might just be the nicest person to gleefully murder off the characters in his books.
It's true. Horrible things are always happening to children in an Edward Gorey book, and yet somehow it's still pretty cute.
His drawing style is really cute and unmistakable, too. It's made up of intricate ink drawings with delicate cross-hatching, but all drenched in Gothic tropes and Edwardian details. You might know his work from the animated opening of the PBS Mystery series.
Gorey was the author of more than 100 books. He's best known for the Gashly Crumb Tinies, an illustrated poem in which 26 children, one for each letter of the alphabet, are dispatched by amusing manners of death.
Gorey's 100th birthday is coming up in 2025, so the Edward Gorey Charitable Trust has launched a campaign to have the artist recognized on a U.S. postage stamp. All you have to do is write a letter and drop it in the mail.
I think it would be fitting if the stamps were poisoned.
Or if random ones were poisoned, so you never knew if it was going to kill you to lick it.
For inspiration, you could visit the Edward Gorey House on Cape Cod. The museum reopened for this spring on April 7th. It has all kinds of wonderful things in it. He's got a cabinet of curiosities and a wonderful library and lots of cats and his artwork, of course.
The museum guide describes it as a house of immaculate, interesting clutter.
If you're in the neighborhood, it's worth your time to take a visit. If you're not, YouTube has you covered, and we've got a link.
Visit strongsenseofplace.com/library for links to details about the Edward Gorey stamp campaign and how to visit his museum, plus more on the books we mentioned.
Thanks for joining us in the Library of Lost Time. Remember to visit your local library and your independent bookstore to lose some time yourself.
Stay curious. We'll talk to you soon.
The Warning Woods has haunting horror stories that are sure to linger with you long after listening. I'm Miles Tritle, writer and narrator of The Warning Woods. Each week, I write an original scary story and share it with you on The Warning Woods. I've written 2 novels and nearly 200 short stories spanning the horror genre. If you're into scary stories, you need to check out The Warning Woods. Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for The Warning Woods and click play at your own risk.